Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. On this channel we do a lot of different things within the rideshare industry, so if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But before we get started, if you have a crazy Uber Lyft experience, whether you're a passenger or driver, record it, send it my way, and maybe we can feature you on the channel. Alright, so today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to change your wiper blades. It is one of those things that you do have to do because they're going to go bad, and obviously if you're driving you need to see out the windshield. Especially when it's raining, snowing, sleeting, whatever elements might be hitting that windshield. You got to make sure you wipe them off and get them off. So here's a couple of things to consider when you need to change your wiper blades. First, if you see streaking when you're normally having them on, you start seeing streaking where some water might be left behind. It's not getting it off as it should be. A couple of different things. Also, if you notice that the blade itself is starting to become brittle and crack, that way then you know it needs to be replaced. If you actually see part of the wiper blade fall off, you definitely need to have that replaced as well. But in a time frame, you probably want to do it about every 6 months. That's the recommended time to change your wiper blades. Is the 6-month time frame. Whether you're driving rideshare or just driving in general, it's not going to make too much of a difference in this case, only because your wiper blades are always exposed to the elements, whether it be the heat of the sun drying them out, whether it be using them when there's just a little bit of mist, just using them in general. So it's going to have about the same amount of wear and tear. It's just going to depend on, a couple of different factors. One, where you live, the type of weather you're experiencing for long term or overall, and then also just how effective the wiper blades are themselves. So let's talk quickly about the different types of wiper blades. There are quite a few out there that you could get. There's a lot of different brands. There's a lot of different styles you can get. Each one of them have differences that are, good for certain things or bad for others. So it really depends on what you want to do, what you want to get, price points, price ranges, all of that good stuff. But as a driver, I'm going to recommend something that's going to hug the windshield a lot better. So something like where you have the curve like this. You'll see some of the wiper blades out there that'll have like a couple of arms coming off on either side, and then they'll have little arms, and that's to keep it pressed against the windshield. But these seem to have a little bit more. Also, this type of blade, when it sits, it's going to sit like this. And when it actually sits, there's this little wind guard that you can get with the blades, where when you're driving, especially on highway conditions or faster speeds, it's going to actually work as a like a wind tunnel or something that's going to hold the windshield wiper closer to the windshield. So I definitely recommend something like this, especially if you're driving people around at any point. These are the Trico Onyx. Trico did not sponsor this video in any way. This is just what I use and what I prefer. They do have plenty of different ones, so you can get like the Rain-X brand, you can get Bosch brand, you can get just a standard one. But yeah, like I said, I recommend these because I've used them a few times before. Anything with the curve like this is going to hug the windshield much better because the way the pressure points are. And then, like I said, just getting something with this little wind guard right here that'll actually help keep it at higher speeds. So when you're going down the highway 65, 75 miles an hour and it's raining and pretty good, this thing is going to stay on the windshield very well for you and not have a lot of problems. So I highly recommend this one. But like I said, it's going to be up to you, up to your price point, up to what you like. But definitely look for something that's like that. Now, when installing these, there's a lot of different things, a lot of different ways they do make the attachments. So one of the things with the Trico, they have these different attachments that you can. Mine is just the standard like little bracket hook. So I'll show you that. But certain cars are different. Each one does come with a nice little manual, so if you do need it, you'll be able to install them really easy. But yeah, they're very easy to install and take off. and it's going to save you a lot of money if you have it done somewhere else, because they're going to charge you a good amount of fee to do it at like an oil change spot. So doing it yourself is going to save a little bit of money. Another thing you can do too also is if you go to like Advanced or AutoZone, usually they'll put them on for you for free, like small things like that. But if you go to like Walmart or any of the other stores that might not have it, you may have to put them on yourself, which is not a big deal because it's actually very simple and very easy. It just takes maybe 30 seconds or so per, depending on if you have the just the normal bracket or if you have to switch it off. It might take a couple of minutes then, but really not going to be a long time at all. Okay, in this case, simple. If you're going to take it out, there's a little tab that's right here on the hook for the wiper arm. Again, I pulled this up, so it's real simple. It's got this little thing. Sometimes they'll fall back down depending, but yeah, there's this little tab that you just press in and then just push, give this nice push down, and that's what happens. It just pulls right off. So that's the little hook that you can see right there, and that. So depending on what it is, which is the exact same thing of the setup here. So all you do is just take the old one, put it away, put the new one on, just slide it in place, and that's it. Put it back down, and that's the change. All right, so the other one's just the same way. All you do, just again, pull it off, put the other one to the side, make sure it's the right way, and pull them on, and it's that simple. So now you see here, like I was saying with the wind guard, this just pushes the wind down, so this actually makes better contact with the windshield itself. So as it's going up and down, especially on highway conditions or other conditions like that, this is going to stay down a little bit longer, and that's why I do like them much better than some other blades, because some of them at high speeds, they'll actually start lifting off a little bit because the air will get underneath them, but with that little ledge right there, it'll keep it right down. All right, so yeah, it is very simple to change your wiper blades. It's really good because you need to see. So you want to make sure that if you see streaking, or if you see that they're brittle or anything falling apart in any way, or if it's just past that 6-month time, change them, get new ones on there because it's going to be safe. If you're transporting passengers around, you want to be safe, you want to be able to see. Again, if for some reason it's unsafe conditions, a passenger can complain and call the company and could make you temporarily deactivated for a little while. So it's just best to make sure that everything's done. A few things to consider when purchasing them. Make sure you get the right size. Anytime you go into any of the stores, they'll have either a little box or a little magazine or something. You just look up your make, model of your car, vehicle, year, and then it'll tell you what size blades you need. So if you need like an 18-inch and a 22-inch, it'll let you know what sizes you need. So then that way you can figure it out exactly what it is. Then again, with the blades, you just want to check what kind of blade you want, what gives you the best results. Like I said, I like the Trico Onyx. That's the ones I use. It's just got that curve, and then it's got that little wind guard, so it pushes down when I'm traveling. And yes, it's made more for high speeds, but it's really at any point, because once that air starts pushing down on it, it's going to make a more solid contact onto the window. But with that being said, guys, hope you guys learned a lot. It's very simple to change the windshield wipers, and it's definitely necessary to do as well, just so you see clearly, for your safety, for your passenger safety, for everybody around also driving around you. But if you enjoyed this video and you like other videos as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. And then if you learn a couple of things, make sure you give this video a good thumbs up. And as always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.